Hello KMT crew. Today I am doing a tutorial for this hat I wanted to show you. I will be here's what you will need. I'm going to leave a list on the screen right now of what you will need. Alright, so let's get started. I know that in my list I said to start with I think a G hook it was. I'm gonna do it with an H simply because my tension is very tight when I single crochet. So I'm starting with an H. I would follow the pattern though because my single crochets are very, very tight. So we are going to start with a chain of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should have something that looks like this. You're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So not this one, but the second one. And then you are going to single crochet in each chain across. So you should end up with 8 single crochets. And that is what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like to bring my tail up so that I can crochet over top of it and I won't have to weave that in later. But this is completely up to you. I just lay it across the top like that. Next, you're going to single crochet in the back loop only for the first 7. You chain 1 to turn, and then you're going to single crochet into the back loop only of 7 stitches. And I'm just crocheting around that tail so I don't have to sew that in later. So you'll have 1 left. So I have 7 single crochet and then 1 left. On the last one, I go into both loops, not the back loop only. So there's what that looks like. You're going to chain up to turn, chain 1 to turn, and then you're going to do the same thing. Go in the first 7 in the back loop only. Notice I'm going into the back loop. Here's that front loop and that back loop. The back loop is the loop that is farthest away from you when you're holding your work. And then in that last one, I'm going to go under 2 loops. Chain up to turn, and we are going to just keep repeating this for 69 rows. Okay, so when you get all of your rows done, it should look like this. 69 is what I settled on for the band. What you're going to do is fold it over like this so that the loop here is on your left, and you're going to insert your hook through the other side, insert it through that loop, pull it tight, and then pull that loop through. We're going to start working across here and slip stitch every single one so that we can sew it together. We're turning our band into the bottom part of the hat now. Okay. So I'm still working across the top, each starting chain and that last rows of stitches, last row of stitches, chain 1, and then we're going to turn our band the other way, like that. At this point, you will want to switch to your H hook. Now we're going to work on the end of every row. We're going to put a single crochet all the way around. So we should have 69 single crochet all the way around. you're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet. What you want to do at this point is go ahead and count all of your stitches. Make sure you have 69. Now that we're here, we are going to chain 2, and this is going to count as a double crochet. We are going to double crochet in the same stitch that we joined to, chain 2, 1, 2, and then single crochet, all in that same stitch, just like this. We are then going to skip 2, so 1, 2, do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1 single crochet, all in that same stitch. Again, we're going to skip 2, do 2 double crochet, and then 2 chains, and then a single crochet. 2 double crochets, skip 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2, single crochet, skip 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet. We're going to continue this all around, and I will meet you when I get right here. Okay, so now that we are here, that's my last little like cluster thing. There are 2 stitches left. 1, 2. We are going to slip stitch into that chain 2 and finish off that row. Then we're gonna just raise our hook just to make that loop longer, and we're gonna turn. We're gonna start working on the wrong side. You're gonna locate that chain 2 space, and then we're gonna repeat this pattern. We're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet, all in that chain 2 space. Two double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet in every chain 2 space around, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so now that we're here, we have done our last 2 double crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in that chain 2 space. We are just going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. We're going to pull up that loop, and we're going to turn it and do the exact same pattern. 2 double crochet, chain 2, and single crochet into the chain 2 space, and we're going to work that all the way around. I'm kind of designing this as I go. We're going to keep working this around, and I will list the measurement on the screen now as to how long it should be, including the band, and then we will start working on a decrease. I'll be right back. I am a whole day later, so I didn't have a measuring tape, so I had to go get one. It was a whole ordeal, but I did that back and forth pattern until my whole hat matches about 5 inches. That was, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. Now I'm going to kind of start trying to decrease it. You can see it's fanning out, and that's okay. So I'm gonna pull up and then turn my work, and I'm going to do a couple rows of doing 2 double crochet, chain 1 instead of 2, and single crochet. And I am playing yarn chicken. So in that chain 2 space, we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, and a single crochet. 2 double crochet, chain 1, and a single crochet. And we're going to continue this all the way around. And as soon as I get back, I will have a measurement with how many rows I'm gonna do this. All right, I have made it around 1 full time doing the 2 double crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. So I am going to pull up that loop and turn my work. And I'm gonna keep working in the same way. Only difference is going to be I'm doing that 2 double crochet, chain 1, and single crochet into the chain 1 space because it's no longer a chain 2 space. So 2, chain 1, single crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, single crochet. It's a little harder to find that gap now that it's just a chain 1, so just be mindful. 2 double crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. So keep working around like that. All right guys, I'm not even gonna pretend like I didn't lose yarn chicken, but I found some more of this in my basement, so perfect. All right, I did 5 rows like that with the double crochet, chain 2 double crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. And I'm gonna try and start decreasing it a little bit more. Looks like my hat is 6.5-ish inches at this point. Just trying to give you a reference in case our gauge is different. I realize that this is not extremely organized, but neither is my life, so bear with me, y'all. Hopefully with practice, things will get better. This is my tail from tying on. All right, so I have 5 rows of that. I'm gonna flip it on around. And then what I'm gonna do from here is a few rows of double crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. So we're gonna find that little chain 1, which is very sneaky. I'm sure you've figured this out by now. And do double crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Let me get some yarn here. Okay, here we go. I wound it a little tight, so bear with me. Okay. All right, moving right along. Double crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Find that chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 1, single crochet, double crochet, chain 1, single crochet. All right, keep doing this all the way around, and I will be back to check in with you guys shortly to give you the amount of rows I did, or rounds, and the measurement for it. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I have done 5 rows of double crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. This leaves my hat at about 8 inches. We're gonna start closing it pretty quickly now. What I am gonna do is we're gonna eliminate that chain 1. So we're gonna turn our work if you haven't already. We're gonna still, for this row, be working into the chain 1. So we're just gonna double crochet, and then single crochet. Find the next chain 1, double crochet, single crochet. Okay. Double crochet, single crochet. You're going to do this all the way around, and I'm going to meet you back at the end of this row. Okay, this is the end of that 1 row, so there are no chain 1s in here anymore. It's all double crochet and single crochet. So we are now going to switch to, let's see, half double crochet. Now you're going to want your right side to be out. So whether you need to turn it this row or not is completely up to where you landed. I am right now on my right side, so I'm not going to turn my hat anymore. I'm just going to continue working on my right side. How do I know that this is my right side? When we seam that band in the beginning, I want that seam hidden. So this is my right side. chained one instead of extending my loop. I'm going to half double crochet in every single stitch around. And to half double crochet, you just yarn over and then pull through all the loops. And I'm only really doing this because that's what I'm fastest at. Again, I came into this video with no real plan. I'm sure that's come across, but yeah, so I will meet you when I get back to this part. I have half double crocheted into each stitch around, and I have slip stitch into the first one. I'm going to chain up one. I'm going to start decreasing pretty aggressively. My final count was 46. I went around and counted the stitches. If yours is not 46, do not stress it. No one got here by being perfect. Just kind of follow along where you can. I'm going to immediately decrease one, which will bring me to 44. A half double crochet decrease. And then I'm going to do 1, 2 and half double crochet and then decrease. So I'm going to crochet 1, 2 and then half double crochet decrease. And I just half double crochet decrease by yarning over, going into the next stitch, pulling up a loop, and then just immediately going into the next loop and pulling it up, and then going through all 4. There are different ways of doing it. That's just the way I'm doing it today. So just do whatever way is more comfortable for you. Good thing about crochet is it is an art, so we just do it how we want, and it will be beautiful. This is a very forgiving pattern. So I'm going to do this all the way around, half double crochet in 2 and then half double crochet 2 together. So when I've worked my way all the way around, I will be right back. And I am back. So I have slip stitched onto the first stitch. I'm going to chain up 1, half double crochet into that first stitch, and then I'm going to half double crochet into the next one, and then half double crochet 2 together, then half crochet into 1, and then half double crochet 2 together, half double crochet into the next one, half double crochet 2 together, half double crochet into 1, and then half double crochet 2 together. And I'm going to do this all the way around, and I will meet you at the beginning of the next row. Okay, now we're at the last row. I just dropped my yarn. Welcome to my crazy life, and my chair is squeaky. Okay, chain up 1. We're gonna half double crochet in that first stitch, and then for the rest of them, we're gonna half double crochet 2 together. We're really gonna close up this hat. So here we go. Half double crochet 2 together, half double crochet 2 together. Keep going all the way around. This shouldn't take very long at all. Okay, that was our last round. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna leave a nice long tail. I'm gonna chain 1 to kind of knot it. Get you some scissors, whatever scissors you got laying around the house. Can be kitchen scissors, can be fingernail clippers. I really don't care what you use. You have this teeny tiny hole left. So you're gonna get you a needle that can fit this, a yarn needle, and then you're gonna weave it in and out, and we're gonna pull it to close there. There we go. I think this is like a thick thread needle or embroidery needle, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna weave in and out of that top row, like so. I want to pull that until that hole closes like that. Then what I like to do is come to the other side of that hole and then put it through itself like that to create a little knot like so. Then I'm going to take this and feed it through the top of the hat so that this tail is inside. This is where you're going to consider if you want a pom-pom or not. If you do want a pom-pom, you can go ahead and weave that tail and be done. But of course I want a pom-pom, so. I have this blue one that I got from Joann's today. It is huge. Buttercream is the brand. So what I'm going to do is cut off this label because I couldn't brute force it off. Okay. And I do make my own pom-poms at times. I do need to make a video tutorial for that. I do have a blog post on it, but I need to make a video tutorial. So I'm going to take this little thing and just cut it. Listen, these are expensive, sharp scissors, okay? You have to be very careful. Anyways, I'm a mess. Okay, guys, so here's what I have. I have two little stretchy things, right? These are going to be good for tying. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my hat inside out. I'm going to cut this. All right, so with lots of finagling, here I am. You can kind of see I have this on the top and I have my tail in the middle. I'm going to start by like tying these. I'm going to tie them really tight, like as tight as I can. I'll do it like 3 times. Okay, so there's where I'm at. Then I'm going to tie it around the tail about 3 times, as tight as I can get it without like breaking the yarn. Okay, and then I'm going to tie this one around the tail about as tight as I can. 3 or so times, whatever you're comfortable with. Sometimes I do 3, sometimes I do 10. It's all up to you. Okay. Then what I like to do when it's like that is weave this so it has no chance of coming undone. So I'm just gonna weave it for a little bit, like an inch or so. Snip that. Now you can trim this, weave this. I'll probably just leave it because this is a relaxed fit, this hat. It's not gonna bother me. So, and here she is. She's kind of a relaxed fit. If you would like it a little bit longer, you could keep going. Or you can make it a little bit shorter if you want it a little more. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below who you're making this hat for, or if you're just making it for yourself. And I will see you next time. Bye!